Hi, welcome to our next workflow tutorial. This is a practical example as many people would like to use our software solution to create stickers. Stickers on the car doors like the one on the screen, and I'm going through the basic workflow how you can achieve this. Normally all you need to do is just try to make the shape here, and it needs to have some opening. What many people try to do is just use automatic surfacing and they don't get the results. So here is the right approach that you should take. First of all, what I need to do is go to Edit Scan, and I try to temporarily hide this section. Just will do some brushing. In this case I just selected free form and I'm trying to remove this area. The reason is that I would like to end up with something which is much smoother later for the fitting the surface on this mesh. I'm going to select my area and then I can just hide these selected triangles. I will just close this for now and move to the next step. The next step is manual job that you draw your shape. You go to surfacing, 3D sketching, and then you start visually draw your shape directly on the scan data. I just click here and double click. Again, you can do this. Now I can just start to make the full, but this will generate a really complex shape that it's not possible to be flattened, but you can try yourself on your individual project. What I'm going to do now, modify a little bit this here that will define my shape. I can double click to insert the point and adjust here, and this is the outline of my sticker. This is how it will look like on the car. After this stage I just press OK and we'll move to the second step, which is creating my surface. For this reason I'm using surfacing and fill surface command. Now in this case I have the outline, and make sure that the select edge chain is turned on, and when I click, the software will select everything which is connected. How the software works, it created a surface which is generated by these four 3D curves. If I press OK, you see that it looks like this, but it's really way far from what I would like to achieve. I will just go right click on this and edit. What you need to do in this case is use our on scan data command. You can just press and it will interpolate and create a new surface that tries to lay directly onto the scan data. I would recommend for this application to go to options and remove the smoothing and remove the max degree. Also, I normally would increase this quite a lot so I can get much better alignment on the scan data. You can see that this surface now perfectly laid down on the scan. You can always start the analysis and you can see the deviation. Green means that it's within the tolerance of 50 microns. For this application this is perfectly enough and I can just accept this. So this is my bigger shape, but we want to make this opening here. I will just hide the fill surface for now. And if you remember, we just hit this area so the fit surface can work well. What I'm going to do now is going to my mesh, right click and select show hidden. This will just restore all the triangles that we made hidden before. Now I need to repeat the similar approach. We'll go to surfacing, 3D sketch, and again artistically you need to draw this shape here, something like I'm doing now. We will just quickly recreate. This is a tutorial. You just double click. What I'm going to do here is just use this approach because I have more control. but if you want, you can draw with a single 3D curve just by clicking on the mesh. You can see that I generate the shape, and we'll do the same on the other side. In this case, the software cannot help you with the shape. You just need to manually make the way you want it to be. So I left this here, and we'll use my add blend curve to make this smooth transition between these two, but you can connect them manually if you want a sharp edge like here. Now I can just go to modify curves and slightly make this aesthetically better, so you can get this nice and smooth transition. I created this quite far from the edge, but it's really in your hands to make the way you want it to be. Let me just zoom again, and let's assume that this is the shape that I want to have. If you remember, we created the main surface. I'll show you, and hide the mesh. The next step will be I just select everything, and we'll pick the command which is called trim. Trim will create, make sure you have only my last 3D sketch and the surface, make sure that this is hidden, and then you can press trim. The software projected the sketch, and then I can just simply click here and press OK. As you can see, we created this hole here based on this 3D sketch, and this is my shape that I want to flatten and send it to a printer. Let's move to the next step, which is called flattening. I always recommend that you save the project. You go to surfacing, flatten. How flatten works, it will work on this surface and will create a pattern in 2D space. There is an option here which method to use, refined or simple. You can play with both of them until you get a good result. When you have holes, I recommend to use the refined algorithm, which might be a little bit slower, but it guarantees that the inner holes will be preserved better. What the software wants is just to pick a corner point. This is where it will start the flattening, and I can just highlight this edge here at the end and click. The software automatically will show you the preview in a flattened way, how it will be, what the result will be, as you can see here. But then also, before you accept this, you can turn our analysis tool. What do you see here is the stretching and shrink and colors that will show you, and if you move the mouse on top, it will just show you some statistics. For example, you may say I just accept 1% that it's okay, and then up to maximum acceptable is 3%. Then you can see that everything is green, which means that it's within this tolerance, and it's less than 1 degree, so everything is okay for my purposes. If you're using vinyl, you should know that they have acceptable stretchiness, and you can see what the result will be like. Once you're happy with this, you can just press OK. What happened is that the software created the sketch into XY plane because it's a 2D as a normal sketch. The next step will be I can just select my result, right click and edit to see what happened. So this is the result of 2D sketch. What you this is the origin where it's 0. What you can do if it needs, you can select everything. You can turn on the manipulator, then you can probably adjust and place it in different locations. In some cases the result even might be something like this, so then you can use the manipulator to adjust and make it in a more efficient way to reposition the whole sketch. Once I have this, my next step would be to export this for the other applications. Before you continue, select this button options and make sure that you selected DXF R14 with spline support. This allows you to export these curves in the correct way. And once you're done with this, you can just press export, and then you can save this on the disk. This is your first project, and in this way you can create this and send it to your printer, that you can create this in a vinyl and put it on top of the car door. I hope this workflow was useful. If you have any questions, you can always refer to our support email or contact our QUICKSURFACE user group. Thank you for watching.